Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to Cooking with Vash. Today, as you can see, we are making a breakfast, and these cooking videos aren't like a tutorial for anything. It is literally me just cooking and showing y'all stuff. So, as you can see, we got our pancakes, which these ones are really good because as you can see, all you do is just add water to them, so you don't have to add, you know, eggs and stuff to it. It's already all completed. And then I got extra large white eggs. Um, this bacon kind of, it does suck and stuff. Uh, it's kind of bacon that you put in the microwave and just cook. I would use um, like actual bacon, but uh, my smoke detectors like to go off if they even think they smell smoke. So, and then I got the cheese that I like, because I like making cheesy eggs. I'm just gonna get that open, and then we also have our big old tub of butter. But butter is just for the stuff later. So I guess we'll get started. Uh, let's see. Uh, first thing I start with is doing getting the pancake mix made. Let me see if I can work this a little better. You got to be careful with the mix, though. You got to be careful with the mix because when you add the water to it, the water can overpower the mix very fast. So we just put our stuff away, and I got like mostly a full bowl of the pancake mix, and then like I said, we just add water, and I add just like a little water, little bit of water at a time and stuff, and then we'll just give this good old mix. Because like I said, I add a little bit of water every here and again just to make sure that the mix is very good. I think I may need to add like a pinch more, a smidge more water. There you go. And then we get this going. And like I said before, these videos aren't tutorials or anything at all. They are simply just for me sharing my passion and stuff. So you got that mixed up really good. You can see it's that thick kind of liquidy thing. Then I'm just gonna rinse this fork off, and we're gonna get to we're gonna beat in the eggs. And now we just do the same thing we just did with a completely different bowl, and we put our eggs in. And I like to use at least probably 4 eggs each time because I'm a bit of a fat ass, so I like to eat. We got 1 egg, then we get 2 eggs. It doesn't matter if you break the yolk or not. She totally doesn't matter. And 3 egg. I thought that one didn't make it in the trash. What to say? And 4 egg. And with let's say, where's my paper towels? There we go. Just clean the egg yolk off me a little bit. Put the eggs over there. And what I like to do is kind of season my eggs a little bit with some garlic salt. Just put just a little bit in there. Just a little bit. And then our black pepper. Just crank that in there. There we go. And then we just take our fork and we beat in our eggs. I've said this before, but I would use a whisk to like beat in my eggs in the mix and stuff. But I actually don't own a whisk, so forks are just as good. Just get that going. That's good enough. Now we're done with that fork. Put that over there. And this is kind of the consistency that you want your eggs and stuff. And I'm about to say, there's no like pause function or anything, so this video is just going to be completely raw, which is a-okay. So I'm going to get my pan, and I'm going to pick y'all up and move y'all. So just give me a quick second. Take like a little bit of what I'm doing. Let's see. It's not too bad. Kind of just want the whole pan. There you go. And what we do is we turn our heat up on medium. I don't really need to spray my pans too much, but I do it anyways, because my pans are. I take good care of my. I take good care of my pans. So give that a little time to heat up, because the first thing we're going to fix is our eggs, because they'll contain more heat better than the pancakes if we made the pancakes first. And I'm going to get me some plates. Put my plate over there, just as precaution. Well, that's our plate that we're going to use to put all our food on. And I got this bacon. All right. I didn't know how much was left in the bacon pack um, at all. And so it looks like our pan's kind of getting up there. So we're going to put our eggs in our pan. And then what I like to do is add like a shit ton of cheese. There we go. I have a very extremely I'm extremely addicted to cheese, to be fair. Mm. Mm. You get that cheese touch. And this is actually way better than before because you actually can watch what I do in the pan, which I just take like this kind of spatula and stuff. I just take this kind of spatula and stuff, and I just kind of, you know, kind of stir it around like this. The only hard part about making like this kind of eggs with the cheese and stuff, it's kind of hard to like know if it's all the way cooked and stuff. And again, so we're just like I said, I'm using my new camera. I'm using my new camera and stuff. And I'm using it through the app that the camera can use because I tried to use it the other day and do this recording of the breakfast, and it was just a shit show. So so we're gonna try it this way and everything. So hopefully it comes out good this time, so I don't explode. And like I said, everything else is pretty much done. The prep is all set up for everything to be done. And what we do is we just get for the bacon, we just get another plate. And you put a paper towel. You put a paper towel on it, and then you get your bacon, and you put your bacon in the paper towel. And then you just put it in the microwave for a little bit, but we'll do that towards the end so our bacon's hot. There we go. Yeah, look how good those eggs look. That's like, dude, I love eggs. Eggs are so good for you. It's like they got like one of the best ways of like getting protein. You can add shit to it. Like I am, adding cheese and stuff. You can, put ham. It's so good. Just let that cook just for a little bit. And like I said, there's not really much to do right now because the eggs are going to be the part that takes like the longest to cook. Because like once you got your pan all heated and everything, and you put your pancake mix in, your pancake's going to take like maybe 30 to like 45 seconds to cook. So like I said, the eggs are literally just the longest part. And like I said before, these aren't like tutorials or anything. It is just me just sharing what I love to do, which is cook. I'm gonna flip that over like that. Yeah. Like I said, I don't really need to spray my pans that much because literally I take so good care of them that it's still non-stick, and I have had these pans for over 2 years now. So, like I said, I take care of my cooking stuff because, oh, dude, it pisses me off to no end when people don't, respect food or their utensils. And then flip it like that, kind of squish it a little bit. Like I said, it's kind of a little difficult to kind of judge if it's like all the way cooked through because the cheese, you know, doesn't cook um, just like the eggs. Let me see. Probably need to cook the bacon in the microwave for like maybe 20 seconds. And then just flip, and that texture that you can kind of see on there, that's what we're looking for. And it's just going to cook a little bit more on this side, and our eggs would be done. I'll go ahead and put our bacon in the microwave for like 20 seconds. And our eggs are pretty much done. And like I said, like the pan as itself, like there's literally almost no egg in it anymore. So I'm just gonna scrape out just a little itty bitty of it. And I'm gonna switch spatulas because this is not a good spatula for not a good spatula for pancakes. This spatula is this big one, and I know it's dirty, but it's from when I ate pancakes earlier. And we don't need to spray or anything. We're going to straight up just pour in our pancake mix. Ooh, we're actually going to be able to get more than just one. And how pancakes and I guess maybe waffles too, but these are like a thing for waffles. But for pancakes, all you have to do is watch for the bubbles and stuff. And oops, our bacon's done. But like I said, you just watch for the bubbles and stuff, and it's gonna be hard to flip because I made too big of a pancake. I made way too big of a pancake. We're gonna have to get another plate for that pancake. Alright. And flip. Oh. Yeah, see, I made too big of a pancake. Alright. But like I said, literally 30, 45 seconds at most it takes for the pancake to cook. And I guess we'll take this and we'll put our bacon on there. Kind of messed this. I messed this pancake up. Okay. like I said, I'm not the best. I don't know if I said it, but I'm not the best pancake maker in the world. Plus, like I said, I did make this way too big than it was supposed to be, but it's okay. I think it needs to kind of cook a little bit more on this side because it's a little, still a little too white for my liking. So just flip it again. Like I said, you actually have enough pancake mix to maybe put in another one, which is really good. I hope this video does come out good because I can see that it's kind of lagging on the phone. And then put a pancake on. There we go. And then immediately you want to butter your pancake. Because I think if you don't butter your pancake immediately, then like the flavor and stuff does the like for the butter and stuff doesn't get in as good as it should. So, kind of doing. I'm doing this a little off screen. I apologize. All right, and then I was like, I forgot where I put my syrup. If I can open it, there we go. And put some syrup on there. Get that so it's soaking that up, and then we'll cook our last pancake. Again, it's gonna be a little pancake. Yeah, we don't got much left. All right, and then we'll just cook that little pancake, and like I said, we'll be done. Whew. And then we'll, get everything together, and I'll show the final product. There we go. See, that's a better pancake. It's got the cooking stuff on it, but it is like 4 times smaller though. That's doesn't help my case. All right. Like I said, pancakes are really fun and stuff as long as you kind of know what you're doing. Because especially with the pancakes, if you do leave them on too long and stuff, they can very easily get too burnt really, really, really fast. And we're going to turn our heat off because our pancake is basically done. And I'm just giving it a little bit more time. Just a little bit. And put our last pancake on there. And there's pancake mix on the counter. And then butter up this pancake. Yummy. And now I'm just gonna pick y'all up and carry you over because it's pretty much everything's done. And then we'll clean up. So as you can see, the pancake and our eggs and bacon are done, and that's breakfast for me.